Dozens of dead birds seemingly dropping from the sky, ending up in one woman's front yard.
I've never seen that many birds dead in one spot.
Well, that woman's story in just a minute, but first, let's bring you up to date.
Yeah, thousands of birds dropped dead in the Mid-South over the holiday weekend, and biologists are left scrambling to figure out why this happened. In Arkansas, 3,000 red-winged blackbirds, common grackles, and European starlings seemed to fall from the sky starting last Friday. Autopsies ruled out poisoning, but one biologist just put out a hypothesis of his own, saying the birds may have been asleep in a single tree when a washing machine-type thunderstorm sucked them up into the air, disoriented them, and then eventually fatally soaked and chilled them. Well, adding to this mystery, though, is the fact that a local woman started finding numerous dead birds outside her Marshall County home around Christmas time. Local 6's Lauren Adams has tonight's top story. And Lauren, do we know if there's a connection between these two?
Well, Scott, as you know, both cases are still being investigated, so really it is too early to tell. But the birds found locally, like this one right here, are identical to the ones found in Arkansas, and that was enough for one woman to panic and call us. Near her car, a dead bird. A quick walk to her mailbox, another. Scattered across Sandy's front yard, dead blackbirds.
I've never seen anything like that. Never.
Sandy first noticed the birds several days ago, but she cleaned them up, not thinking twice.
I have outdoor pets, and I just assumed they were bringing them from around the neighborhood.
But when she noticed more birds this morning, she panicked.
Being that I just seen it on national news, I was scared.
She snapped this picture and asked us to investigate.
When I started seeing more and more, I thought this has got to be something.
So we went to her home, and one by one we picked up the birds, taking them to an expert.
Do you mind taking a look at what we brought you?
Sure, no problem.
Off the bat, wildlife biologist Ken Osmond says he wasn't too concerned.
They range in the millions of numbers right now. 6 birds out of a million is not really that many.
And while he couldn't say for sure, he guessed the birds simply succumbed to the elements.
Probably just some sort of winter stress.
Would you be relieved to know that it was nature?
Yes. Yes. Very.
But still, partial answers aren't providing much relief for Sandy.
It's creepy.
I'm sure is. We also touched base with the folks from the National Weather Service in Paducah. They agree the bird's death could be due in part to winter stress. They say the change in temperature patterns in the past 10 days has been hard on everyone, especially, Scott, these little guys.
The weather has been a little extreme. Thanks very much, Laura. Well, we checked in with several other fish and wildlife outlets and even some of Sandy's neighbors. No other birds have been discovered or reported there. Now, if you do discover dead birds, fish and wildlife say they can be contacted to remove them.